Hi, this morning we're talking with Jennifer Johnson, who's a registered nurse living in Atascadero, California. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
And so, Jennifer, tell me your story about becoming a registered nurse, including other jobs you may have had or paths you took that didn't work out.
Well, I started as an LVN. I went to vocational school for about 1 year and was a licensed vocational nurse. Worked a couple of years in that field, job, and then I went back to school to community college and got my RN.
Okay. And how long did you spend in community college?
It took me about 3 years with my prerequisites.
And what was the key thing that made you able to eventually get a job as a registered nurse?
The key, I'm sorry?
The key thing that allowed you to get a job as a registered
certainly
nurse?
was the demand for nurses. I mean, there's always been, I've never not been able to get a job as a nurse.
Okay. And what's your most memorable or your favorite moment being a registered nurse?
One of the things that I remember is helping a woman through a difficult time. She was getting ready to have surgery and she was very anxious. And so I talked her through it and stayed with her. And afterwards she sent me flowers with a really nice note telling me how much that meant to her.
That's awesome. Bet you've had a number of experiences like that. And how many years have you been in this vocation?
35 years.
And in high school or trade school or community college, what kind of courses would I concentrate on to be a registered nurse?
Well, in high school, certainly in any of the classes, you're going to need the sciences. So you have to have math, you have to have anatomy, physiology, microbiology, all of those classes are required.
Are there entry-level positions that would lead to becoming a registered nurse?
There are. In this field, you could work as a nurse's aide, you could work as a medical assistant in a doctor's office or a lab technician. Even in an assisted living, you can work as a caregiver.
Great. And how would I find a company or a person who would be willing to hire me in an entry-level position?
Well, you could, if you took classes, you could certainly go through the school that you attended to help you find a job in those areas. Or you could talk to friends or family that you may know in the field, or go directly to the places that you would want to work to apply.
That's a good idea. And are there personality traits that I would need to become a registered nurse?
Well, you certainly have to be able to take care of people, and without expecting anything in return, you have to be a caring person.
What about manual skills to become a registered nurse?
Well, you have to be able to lift. For instance, you would have to have some strength and be able to lift people or move beds, those kinds of things. And also good dexterity in your hands to be able to do some of the things that you might do, like IVs and those kinds of things.
And in this year, 2013, would this be a field that you would recommend for people to get started in?
Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time and telling us a little bit about becoming a registered nurse. And if you're interested in other vocations or careers, of course, here we are at rotarycareerhelp.org. Thank you, Jennifer.